YouTube, how you doing? Happy Halloween 2024. And as always, a quick thank you for being here and for all the amazing support. You guys already know you're part of the spookiest damn community here on YouTube, without a doubt. All right, the inspiration for this video came from the comment section of my last video. So to that individual,
why, thank you.
Indeed, thank you. Anyway, in his comment, he ragged on silver's poor gains over the last 5 years and crowed about how superior gold was, since it gained so much during that same time. So we'll take a look at that comment, and I'll break it down to this. He's looking at silver in completely the wrong way, and I'll show you why. We'll also go over why you shouldn't invest in silver. Sounds crazy, but you'll see where I'm going with all this. All that said, you already know it.
Let's freaking roll it.
All right, so here's the comment. Stack Attack, that would be me. Wow, silver went up a measly $13 in 5 freaking years. No wonder you need thousands of ounces to give you the illusion of a better return. While gold went up $1,360 in the past 5 years, and that's just one coin. So just out of curiosity, I pulled up the charts for silver and gold and went back 5 years just to see what I could see. And the results, well, they might not be what our commenter expected. So this is what I found running the charts from October 2019 to October 2024, 5-year period, as he said. Gold price in October 2019, $1,509 an ounce. Price on October 2024, $2,768 an ounce, or a difference of $1,258 and a 45% increase over the 5 years. Now let's take a look at silver price during the exact same time period. Silver price on the 28th of October 2019 was $18.19. October 2024, it went up to $34.52, and that's a difference of $16.33, or a 47% increase. So what does this tell us? Well, it tells us that gold did indeed make a lot more gains over the 5 years, so the commenter, even though his numbers were off, is technically correct, right? Wrong. The mistake people make when comparing silver to gold is going by spot price alone and those gains, and seeing that one is definitely superior to the other in that department. We get it. Gold is clearly the more valuable metal. But what we really should be looking at are the percentages of those gains. We see gold jumped up 45% in that 5-year period, and that's great. That's awesome. But we also see that silver jumped up 47%. Now take away the obvious difference in value and go by the percentages, and silver outperformed gold. So don't make the mistake of going by overall spot price. Silver and gold are apples and oranges when it comes to value. Instead, go by percentages of gains to get the true performance of silver versus gold. All right, so this person had another part to the comment, and it went like this. Y'all's hopes and wishes for silver to go up is a pipe dream that will bring the prices of everything that incorporates silver to also go up. They're not going to let that happen. Well, on that part, I agree. If you recall, there were claims of manipulation back in 2014 when investors brought lawsuits of market manipulation against Deutsche Bank, HSBC, Bank of Nova Scotia, UBS, those four. And they claimed those banks were involved with setting the daily silver fix, and they were manipulating silver price to their advantage. In 2016, Deutsche Bank denied any wrongdoing, but still settled the case by agreeing to pay $38 million. Yeah, that was probably a bargain for them, since the end result of bid rigging, unjust enrichment, price fixing, and price manipulation could have brought far more damage had it been pushed. And more recently, JP Morgan Chase came under fire as it was discovered that some of their precious metals traders consistently manipulated the gold and silver market with spoofing over a period of 7 years and lied about their conduct to investigators. Now, if you're not familiar, spoofing is when traders place market orders, either buying or selling securities, and then they cancel them before the order is ever fulfilled. Now, in a sense, they initiate fake orders with no intention of ever seeing them executed, which means they're effectively spamming markets with orders in an attempt to move prices. Now, there have been other incidents, but it all boils down to the old theory, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? And something is clearly amiss to this day, as the breakdown between supply and demand, fundamentals, and the price of silver indicates. So we're going to go over one other way that silver price stays repressed, and that's due to the huge volume of paper silver, or ETFs. especially when compared to gold. Now, back in 2014, Bloomberg published an article speculating that the paper silver market, or ETFs, were roughly 250 times larger than the market for physical bullion. That number is now increased to, get this, around 400 times larger. In other words, for every physical ounce of silver, there are 400 ETFs or paper silver. And this can definitely be detrimental to the silver price because the virtual supply of silver that's flooding the market has magnified the level of volatility for silver to a far greater level. The tremendous volume of ETFs is artificially suppressing the price of silver, and it's leaving it disconnected from the realities of supply and demand. All right, so let's move on to why, quote-unquote, investing in silver is the wrong way to go about it. Now, too many folks are looking at the lack of gains over the years, gold's superiority as a monetary metal, yada, yada, yada. We get it. They're looking at silver as an investment, and that's just not what silver is for, folks. Not as things stand right now. Down the road, maybe silver goes from undervalued to its true price form, but a lot has to go down for that to happen. Now, I'm not saying it can't go up. I'm just saying that silver stackers have to temper their expectations. I mean, look how long it took just to break the $30 barrier from the last time it did. Something like 11 years? That said, the purpose of an investment is to what? Right, make a profit. You could conceivably make a profit on silver, but you also have to factor in what you paid for it versus what you sell it for, inflation since you bought it, the loss of purchasing power of the dollar over that time, not to mention, capital gains taxes if you're selling a large amount. In other words, silver is a poor investment in the broadest meaning of the word investment. Your portfolio of stocks, bonds, high-yield savings accounts, and other investment means are for making a profit. Now, if you're looking to cash in for profit on silver, you might be insanely let down because of the slow price movement, frustrating dips and gains, and manipulation. Now, if you got into silver hoping to short it like a stock, yeah, you could make a few bucks. Again, you could. But is all that effort worth it for the low ROI that you'd get back? I mean, if you enjoy shorting stocks and whatnot, physical silver bullion might not be for you. Maybe try your hand at silver ETFs, right? No fuss, no muss, and you can short the heck out of them without ever holding a physical ounce of metal. Personally, I actually do keep quite a few silver ETFs just to have them, but physical silver is a completely different animal. I actually hold it, which means I own it.
Yeah, baby! Yeah.
So if silver is a poor investment, why are we even bothering stacking it? Well, for multiple reasons. From my perspective, silver makes a great savings account. That's first and foremost to me. You buy up some metals, stash them away, out of sight, out of mind, and boom. Before you know it, you've saved up in thousands. Thousands, folks. And it keeps more value than the dollar would if you stash cash as well. I mean, I think it's important to stack some cash because there are always going to be times where you need it, and it does come in handy.
No matter how far out of first we are, it's cool. You know, it keeps us from getting shut out at our favorite hotels and restaurant-type places.
Yeah, pretty much like that. But we all know that silver holds more value than cash, and it's far more difficult to withdraw from what you've saved in silver. It's too easy to spend cash. Swipe of a card. It's all digital. Everybody's cash is pretty much digital numbers these days. Another way to look at it, you're putting money into something that'll always give something back. You can't say that about a bunch of other useless stuff that you blow your money on, right? Stacking silver completely changed the way I look at savings. Completely. I mean, sure, back in the day I had a nice savings account, but I always knew I was a debit card away from buying something stupid. Stupid, unnecessary, and something that would never give anything of value back. So I'm going to end with this. I don't invest in silver. I save in silver. Big difference. Huge. And if the price has gone up by the time I'm ready to sell, bonus. All right. There you have it, folks. So as you can see, I prefer not to look at silver as an investment because silver's DNA just isn't structured to make major profits, at least not yet. But you have to understand that you're always going to have something when you have silver. It's always going to give something back when you're ready to get rid of it. You're putting money away that you might not have normally put away. And like I said, I look at what I've saved in silver and gold too. I look at what I've put away in metals, and I am blown away. I could have never saved cash like that. I'm blown away by what my stuff is worth nowadays. And that's money that's just going to come in handy at some point. when I trade it in for land, or that's pretty much the plan. I want to get real estate with it. So, but does my thought process on silver not being an investment sound about right, or am I completely off base? Be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. You guys know I love going through them, so make sure you sound off. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And if you made it this far, kudos to you. I'll definitely catch up with you in the next episode. But in the meantime, oh yeah, you know what's up.
What do you want to do with your life?
I want to stack.
Damn right. Get stacked. Stay safe and be well, everyone. I am out of here. Happy Halloween, folks. See you on Sunday.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.
Oh, yes. And what was that beginning, middle, and end part again?